All right, this bow video, a little bit different. We're actually not gonna make a bow, and we're just gonna talk about some things that will make you feel defeated when you're making a bow and make you super aggravated. But don't worry, we're still gonna pitch the bow handbook and the easy bow maker at the end. All right, y'all, so the first thing that I look for when I'm trying to learn how to make bows is to make sure that I'm not gonna have to wrestle with the ribbon. So what do I mean by that? Y'all, one thing first is you wanna make sure it has a good wire. So will it hold its shape? It's pretty decent. But what a lot of people will tell you guys to do is to find some ribbon that is not high quality to practice with. And I actually think that is terrible advice, because what you'll find on some non-quality ribbon, y'all, and I did cut these off the spool because we don't believe in talking shit about other companies. So we're just talking about things to look for, red flags. All right. So first thing first is how soft the material is here. So good wire, soft material. See how it's wavy? That means whenever you're going to be twisting and trying to get it to do all the things, see how it's not really cooperating and it wants to twist and look all knotted? You're going to fight that the whole time. You're going to be very aggravated with your bow. Okay? Look, that's just from us touching it, how wrinkled that ribbon gets. And no matter how many times we re-straighten it, as soon as you touch it, crinkles up. That is terrible for practice. Now, once you get the hang of making bows, you'll get through that, no big deal. The next telltale sign, whenever you dovetail it, if those ribbons start to curl, you're going to fight them the whole time. And the more that you fight them, the more anxiety you're going to get, the more stress you're going to get, the more aggravated you're going to get, and you're going to feel defeated. So don't practice with that. All right, let me show you the difference. Here's one of ours, or any with a decent wire and fabric. When you cut it, see how it just stays perfect? That's what you want to look for whenever you're trying it. And you can do that with a variety of different price points. On the small ones like this, I recommend you just cut them at an angle. But that's my number one tip for people that are struggling. Don't use ribbon that's fighting you. Alright, y'all, here are two of our favorite bow making tools. First, our easy bow maker helps us keep everything in place, nice and tight, and uniform every time. And then our bow book. Y'all, the bow book has all of our favorite bow recipes, a little letter from myself. On the recipes, it tells you, well, it shows you a picture, it tells you exactly what we use it for, the supplies that you need, the formula to build it, the step-by-step instructions, and a QR code to scan to watch it step-by-step. Now, it also has tips and tricks if you want to become a bow seller, like how to take photos, how to ship, all those good things. All right? That's it, y'all.